G'day everyone, Temu Tools. Now you've probably seen them advertised all over social media, much like I have, and you also probably noticed they're absolutely dirt cheap. But are they any good for what you pay? Well, to save you having to buy them, I've bought a heap of tools here, all of the different popular ones. So let's find out if they're any good or are we just wasting our money? Okay, so just exactly what did I get? Now I spent around about 200 Australian dollars and I got all of this delivered to my door. Now it's quite an unusual affair buying from Temu because we buy an item such as this toolkit here and we spin a wheel and we get all sorts of extra stuff chucked in for free if we want it, and there's timers and it's all very unusual. So I bought this kit here. Now this kit was $80 and I got thrown in a 2-leg puller of my choice along with that, and I actually got a first aid kit as well. I don't have the first aid kit here, but it's just a basic first aid kit with some bandages and stuff you chuck in the back of your car. So for $80 I got all that. I spent an extra $40 and I got this 1/4-inch ratchet tool set as well, and that came with the step drill. So for $40 there, we got both of these items. I spent another $45 and I got this seal installer that I needed to install some fork seals on my motorbike. So I got this seal installer here and I got some screwdriver bits thrown in to go in your drill along with that. I spent $25 extra and I got these 2 clamps here. Now these clamps came with some crimps here that I'm probably never going to use, and this little spanner here I chucked in as well with that. And I also bought this $7 chain breaker, which I think might be okay for the price, and I spent an extra $20 and got a set of drill bits here that came with a set of countersink drill bits that I may actually just use. So for all up, I got $200 worth of tools. This is everything I got. Delivery was pretty quick for most of it. This toolkit here actually came via sea freight, and it actually did take around about 3 weeks, maybe a little bit longer. So that was a little bit longer because it's quite heavy, but all up, $200, not bad delivery, but are they any good? So we'll start with this kit here. Now this is the kit that first attracted me to buying any of these tools. It looked like a very complete kit with reasonable quality tools in it for a very, very low price. And for the most part it is. You do get a few spanners here, you get quite a few sockets, we get extensions, 2 ratchets, we get some different in-hex bits and some drill drivers as well. We have a few different tools here that are pretty much going to be everything we need. It's perfect to go to the back of the car or caravan, but I will note it is absolutely not trade quality. It's not the sort of toolkit you'll take into a workplace. I don't think it's designed for that kind of heavy, everyday use. The sockets here we have all the way from 14 through to 32 in 1/2 inch, and we have from 4mm all the way to 14 in 1/4 inch. So it does cover a pretty broad range. The spanners here, we have a few, but we are missing a few sizes. We're missing 21, we don't have a 16/18, we don't have a 15. It does jump a few sizes. And in the sockets here, we actually don't have a 22mm socket. So we get 22mm spanner and we get the 21mm socket. So we do cover the entire range between the two, but it's not entirely complete. And I think that's perfectly fine. It fits in this blow mold case here. And if we had every spanner and every socket, it would be more expensive, bigger, and probably more unnecessary. It covers everything we need. The quality is just fine. Everything seems okay. Maybe the ratchets could be a little bit better quality, but they're just fine for occasional use. They're certainly not something you want to use every single day. I don't think they'd hold up to that kind of use. On this one here, we have the 1/4-inch ratchet set. Now this one was a little bit cheaper, but you also get quite a bit less. And I feel like the quality is a little bit less too. There's a little bit less shine on the chrome. They don't seem like they're chrome vanadium like this kit here. There's rougher edges. It's just not as nice. Perfectly fine for the money. It's a small kit. It has every socket you need from 4 all the way to 14, but just not as good as this one here. The quality definitely isn't there. The step drills, I've been using them quite a bit actually. They're fine on soft stuff like wood and copper and all that sort of stuff. There's a lot of different graduations, a lot of different sizes, and it comes in a pretty good little aluminium case. And that was pretty much free when I bought this kit here. So actually, I'm pretty impressed with the step drills. I like them quite a bit. Now, when it comes to my $7 chain breaker, I'm actually quite impressed with the design of it. It's good cast iron, it's quite strong, and it's adjustable for different size chains. It's actually kind of cool, and I'm pretty happy with that. I'm probably not going to use it much, but for the most part, when I do need it, it's going to do the job pretty well, and I don't have to go ahead and using my press or a punch or a grinder or anything like that to get a chain apart. I can just pop it apart with this. I'll chuck that in the back of the ute. If I need it, I've got it. That's kind of a handy little tool. And same goes for the 2-leg puller. It's fine, it's cast iron, it'll be just fine. It's not going to break or anything, I don't think. I'm not going to be putting it through heavy duty use, but if I'm pulling apart a little differential or something with small bearings, I think it'll do just fine. I'll be testing it out a little bit later, I guess, but I think that's just fine. For what you pay for it, can't really go too wrong with a little puller like that. I'll put it in the toolbox and probably forget about it. But now we move on to stuff I don't like. Now, I bought these drill bits. These drill bits here, they have the hex shank on them, which I thought was pretty good. No more slipping of the drill bit. I tried drilling wood. I tried drilling aluminium and steel with all different size drill bits. None of them did any drilling. It just didn't work. I had some old drill bits kicking around the house that I haven't touched in 1,000 years, and I've used quite a lot, and they drilled it just fine. Now, if you have a look at the leading edge on these drill bits, when we sharpen a drill bit, we should just see the edge that does the cutting and nothing else. The rest of the drill bit should fall away from that edge in a nice twist on both sides, and we should only see the cutting edge. On these ones, when we have a look, we can see the cutting edge and then a hill that goes over. We see a lot more steel, meaning the cutting edge never actually touches the material that we're trying to drill. The heel of the drill bit here, the bit that we're seeing after the cutting edge, that touches, but the cutting edge doesn't. We have to sharpen these. That's the thing. We bought them, and now we've got to sharpen them to make them work. And for drill bits of this size, sharpening them is a pain in the bum, and you don't buy brand new drill bits to have to sharpen them. So for me, the drill bits are definitely a no-no. They're just not worth the money. They're not worth having because I don't drill anything. They've been sharpened incorrectly, and they're not going to work for me. These countersink drill bits that came with them, they're just fine. They'll be fine just doing little countersinks and bits of wood and pine and stuff. That's all I'm going to use them for, just to get some screw heads a little bit below the surface. They'll be just fine. They were cheap. They'll just do the job, but they're not amazing either. Other than that, everything else is pretty good. This fits the forks pretty well, and I'm fairly sure it'll do the job, but I haven't quite done it yet. But it's the same quality as anything else I've seen on eBay, and it was only 40 bucks. Not too bad at all. That will do the job for what I need it to do. Once again, it's very important with this Temu stuff to remember it's not trade quality stuff. You're buying it just to kick around the house and do some small handyman sort of work, maybe work on your car. If it's something you don't do that often, it's just fine to get a cheap kit. If you really want to get serious about it, you've got to buy good trade quality stuff. You get a good warranty. You get it from a local supplier, support local jobs, all of that stuff. You'll get a complete kit, and you'll be happy you did it. This stuff is just fine, but for the most part, buy quality stuff if you can afford to. So there it is. That's what $200 worth of Temu Tools looks like. As always, you do get what you pay for. Have a look at the picture that you're buying on the app as well. Sometimes they can vary a bit. Make sure you know what you're purchasing. It's just fine, but if you are going to use it every day, do yourself a favor, spend the money, get good quality tools. You will not regret it. These will go in the back of my ute, and I'll use them if I need to. But other than that, that's me for now. Thank you very much for watching.